Ozzy, tell me something.
Owen, did you know that I don't even really need to be here tonight?
Dahm, that's true.
Nice music intro there.
Thanks.
No pause at all.
No pause at all. Welcome, everyone, back into another episode of Dahm. That's true. I am, of course, the host with the most, Owen, Domination 7 Dahm. Joining me is every man a Wildcat, Ozzy.
What up?
And Truman.
Clink, 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 clink.
No, Truman the Steam Machine Steam.
Clink, 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 clink. Yeah, you introduced yourself as Domination 7. You didn't even do the bomb. So when when I'm gone, you're not even the bomb anymore.
Yeah, no, I'm the host with the most when you're gone.
Oh, so you just get to go by your name then? You get to go by your screen name instead of a nickname?
Well, I said Owen. I said the host with the most, Owen Domination 7 Dahm.
Yeah, but you're normally the bomb. Owen Dahm.
I'll be honest. I thought that was. I thought I missed the boat, and I was supposed to come in and go
Kaboom.
kaboom.
See, I should have done that. But yeah, so Truman got here early, guys. And I'm not going to tell him to get out of his own home because Truman has a recording studio, and I may or may not have a key to his house.
Recording studio.
The studio's in Truman's house.
Podcast dungeon. In the basement of the house.
Dojo.
The Mojo Dojo podcast.
But yeah, welcome in everybody into another episode of Dahm. That's True. I forgot to thank the patrons last week, and I realized that today when I was listening to my own podcast.
Oh my God.
And they were listing out patrons. So shout out. No, wait, no, I did because I pointed it out, Ozzy. No, I did shout out the patrons.
I'm pretty sure I went like this.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So shout out Aaron, Joe, Dylan, Meltbox. Well, no, we do that one last. Aaron, Joe, Dylan, Skylar, Ozzy,
There you go.
and Meltbox. Still open. And still open in the Iron District.
I say you can't forget the person that gave me a ride home from the airport, Skylar.
Shout
out, double shout out, Skylar this week for giving me a ride home from the airport.
For whatever reason, I didn't somehow when I was taking care of the cats on Wednesday, I disassociated and didn't see Tina's car. So when I came to take care of the cats on Saturday, I get here and Tina's car's there, and I'm like, well, Truman's car's there. Are they home? And so I was calling you. I was like, when do you get back? I was like, wait, no, they're not back. I opened the door and saw the cats there, and I was like, what? I had totally just disassociated for a second.
Nice.
But anyway, it's been an eventful week without Truman. Unfortunately, he is back, so we have to associate with him again.
God damn.
But
I miss hosting. No, it's meaner over here. I'll tell you. You catch a lot more strays in the other chair.
Yeah.
Jesus
Where's
Christ.
the PowerPoint button? Where's the fucking
Hey, you're good. You're doing great. Switch the scene. You want to switch the scene to the Dahm That's True scene.
This one.
Yep.
Oh.
And then you want to go to the PowerPoint. You want to reopen the PowerPoint. There's no button to open the PowerPoint. You just need to click on the PowerPoint down there.
It says PowerPoint in the center of my screen, though. It's fine. Anyway.
Yeah, right.
Welcome in, everybody. So we're gonna start with our normal segment now. The Chiefs versus Chargers recap. Easiest game of my life. Never panicked at all, even a little. Super stress-free game. I'm sure nothing really happened. I'm sure you guys agree.
Oh yeah.
So I went to sleep actually. I needed to be up at what was 5:30 a.m. in Italy or in Barcelona, and which equates to 10:30 p.m. here.
Yep.
So I watched the first two drives, and I saw Mahomes. Just stomach noise, by the way, not a fart. In case you guys heard that, just welcome back. It's the European food still working. Actually, that American, I've got World War II going on down here. That American food just met that Italian food and said, "What are you doing here?" But sorry, stupid. But
welcome back, Truman.
What was I saying? I saw Mahomes throw the interception, or Carson Steele fumble the ball. I'm like, fucking awesome. And I was like, this is a classic. Mahomes comes out, forces a throw. Absolutely did it. Threw the interception. Saw Rashee Rice maybe not tear his ACL.
Oh, he tore that shit.
No, it's done.
They're not sure. They said there's some speculation. There's further
Well,
tests that
then
need to
they
be
didn't
run.
watch the replay.
It could just be a hyperextend, like because Travis Kelce did that, where you were like, "Oh fuck, we're fucked," and then it was like he's out 3 weeks for a hyperextended knee. You're like, yeah, okay.
He definitely hyperextended it. I'm worried personally, but once again, I'm not a doctor.
Oh yeah, no, it's all cope. It's all cope. The additional test, it's all just cope and hope. But, so I saw that, and then I was like, I'm gonna probably not. And then I saw him holding to a field goal. I'm like, okay. I was like, if the Chiefs go down and score, and then they immediately went 3 and out. I was like, all right, fuck, I'm fucking sick of this. So then I fell asleep, and I woke up, and the Chiefs had scored. It was 10-7. So I was like, oh, watch the end of the halftime, and then we fucking blew that shit, and Harrison Butker kicks it 2 yards short or whatever, and then I'm just like, well, all right. And then I just went to bed at halftime. Woke up and I was like, cool, we won. But
Never a doubt.
oh, still a little high?
Yeah, it's a little
all right, okay.
But it's okay. Yeah, that was a torturous watch. I remember I was at Pease with Evan, and Lane showed up at halftime. But I remember just talking to Evan the whole game, and like, well, we were eating. Obviously I got some beers or whatever, and we'd look up, and it seemed as though like 20 seconds had gone off the game clock. That was like the longest game ever. It felt like just so many commercials. I must have seen 8 Burger King commercials.
Whopper.
I was going to say that means you must have heard the word Whopper at least 40 times.
Yeah, it was.
Did you guys get together and watch this game too, or
No.
were you guys together for the Cats game? Or no, you were probably at.
No,
you were probably at. The
I
game.
don't think
Did
so.
you go to the game?
No. Oh, no. I'm in last week mode. When nothing happened at the bar.
Oh,
yes,
my
nothing
god.
No. We're not. No.
Dude.
No. I watched that one at home by myself.
Oh my god. I stayed up. I had to fly out the next day. Again, I had to be up at like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. and I fucking stayed up until midnight watching that game.
Hold on,
I'm
we'll
like,
talk about that
fucking
later. We'll talk about that
stupid.
later. I have a segment.
Okay.
But okay, Chiefs versus Chargers recap, right? Kareem Hunt looked great.
Sorry.
Welcome back, Kareem.
Yes, was it 4.9 yards per carry? Everybody else was dog shit.
He looked fast, dude. I'll tell you that.
Listen, yes, I will say, like, seeing him run, I was like, wow, holy shit. Like, just, honestly, Pacheco isn't that quick either. Like, Kareem's kind of got that burst a little bit.
Pacheco is really good. So it's kind of weird. It's kind of a role reversal of what you'd expect, right? So Kareem, something that Truman and I talked about Kareem doing a lot is he never went down with the first tackle, always made one guy miss. Mm-hmm. Pacheco does that, but he does it in a different way.
Yeah.
He gets hit by the first guy, and that guy doesn't come close to tackling. Kareem always made somebody miss.
Yeah.
Pacheco goes through at least one person every time. So it was weird seeing Kareem Hunt once again do the same kind of thing he always did, make one guy miss, except he was taking the more seasoned vet approach, which is I am a brick shithouse filled with calluses and muscle.
That first run, I was like, welcome back, Kareem Hunt. I was like, I saw it, I was like, oh my God.
Was that his best run of the day?
And it was 9 yards. That might have been it.
Oh, it was feisty too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right.
was
He
excited.
hit it.
There was a lot
He
of
hit it.
passion
He
in that
turns around
one
and dives
run.
back forward.
Yeah, that was making up for a little lost time, I think, on that.
I was pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro, legit, I could have cried. I could seeing. I was like, oh my God, he's back.
Yeah, so
And Eric Berry's number 2. Oh my gosh.
who has 27 right now? Why?
Shamari Connor does.
Yeah, but he's on the defense.
Well, he didn't kick anybody in the face.
It's not college. You can't have duplicate numbers. He didn't. Yeah, Shamari Connor gets to keep it. He didn't kick anybody.
Wants.
But in NFL, you can't have any duplicate numbers. It's not like college.
I did not know that. I guess. Huh.
Gosh, all the cats.
Maybe there could have been a gesture out of. I guess if Shamari Connor really wanted to be submissive and say, "Would you like 27 back?"
Yeah, but Kareem hasn't earned that kind of legendary status that like a guy like Derrick Henry comes to your team and you're like, okay, I'll give you 7. bro.
Sometimes there's a donation to charity or some deal they work out. But yeah, no. I don't.
Yeah, I think Kareem just. I think it's symbolic. He wants to spread a new leaf with the Kansas City Chiefs.
I think he's 29 years old, so he picked 29.
There might also be something about honestly, there might also be something about changing numbers in the middle of the season. You might not be able to do that.
I don't know. All I know is that the easiest game ever. I remember fellow K-State Twitter user Grant Postmortem after the Rashee injury happened tweeted, "Man, this is gonna be the funniest Chiefs win ever." And I was sitting there like, "Yeah, fucking right, dude. We're like fucking losing." And then of course, was it Harlan that was saying, "Yeah, the Chiefs are now down by exactly 10 points, and Mahomes is of course a perfect 11-0 when
Or whatever,
we go
yeah.
down 10 points." And I was like, no shot. Really? Like, we're playing awful.
Yeah.
And then the long bomb to Worthy happened, and I was like, oh, okay, we're winning. Like,
You didn't use my tweet. I told you. I'm
I'm gonna be real, Truman. I just let you send that to me. I have no fucking clue what that shit meant. I could not figure out what that tweet was trying to say, so I didn't tweet it. I didn't press you further because I didn't want you to feel bad, but I did not know what you're talking about.
Hold on. Let me read it out.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Sorry, this is stupid. Mahomes right into Rice's runny, like Rashee Rice.
Oh.
Instead it was he blew out his runny Rice.
Oh no.
Stupid joke.
I did not get the.
Would have been a perfect. Sorry, hey, passed up a banger. That would have been a banger. Right on that.
Well,
Yeah, well, whatever.
This is the kind of European countryside kind of gets that
Oh my.
firing into my brain.
Yeah, but then of course the Chiefs missed field goal and then later score a touchdown with frustratingly for my MGM bet account, not Kareem Hunt on the goal line with Samaje Perine.
Yeah, Samaje Perine probably had 3 carries. He's had 5 carries maybe as a Chief.
Which is ironic because now what Kareem Hunt did to Nick Chubb owners in Cleveland is now going to happen to him in Kansas City. It looks like.
Yeah. Well, I thought Clyde was supposed to be back. That's why I was confused. I was like, why the fuck is Carson Steele? Honestly, I'll tell you what. Shout out the Chiefs personnel staff. They pegged Carson Steele exactly correct when he showed up to training camp. He's a fullback. He's just not a running back. It looks like what would have happened if we just handed the ball off to Anthony Sherman 10 times a game. He'd probably run for about 30 yards. He'd bowl over a couple people, but he's probably not going to make anybody miss.
but he doesn't fumble twice.
Yes.
I didn't think. I didn't
oh
think.
My God.
Sorry, I will go to bat for Sherm.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
I didn't think that
That's my
Carson
boy.
Steele looked bad. I think he kind of got unlucky, but when you fumble twice in 28 carries, you're going to get benched. So.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys got anything more to say about the recap? I think it's a pretty unmemorable game with a lot of punts and a lot of bad throws.
I think if it comes down to if we find ourselves in a Royals-esque situation where maybe we're closer to the cusp of the playoffs than we feel like we should be, I think we can look at this game and go, this was really a measure of like fighting through adversity, getting it done even. And that could be a cop-out. Maybe I'm just regurgitating, but I feel like that this could be one of those, I don't want to say hinge point games, but we can very easily look back at this. Now, if we win the game, if we win the division by 3 games, then nobody cares.
Right.
Again, I tweeted out the Chiefs are going 17-0. They're going to have a point differential of plus 30. That's going to be every game is going to be like this, especially if they don't have the offensive playmakers to do it. It's just not going to.
Yeah, I mean,
they're not going to blow anybody out.
Wide receiver 1 is Justin Watson now with a wide receiver 2 of Xavier Worthy. So, yeah, it's going to be weird. I think we're probably going to get a trade for him. But here, real quick before we discuss trade targets for the Chiefs. Real quick, is Patrick Mahomes the best player on the Chiefs right now? Because I think the answer is no.
Well, Chris Jones is the best player on the Chiefs right now.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes has really not played a great. He hasn't been great, right?
I don't think he's even been good.
I saw the title of last week's episode. I listened to some of it. I didn't get all the way deep into where you guys actually talked about it, but he does look not. He looks like he doesn't have enough weapons to trust. It's a lot like how he's looked in the years where he isn't confident in the offense, so he bails on clean pockets.
He's uncomfy.
Yeah, he scrambles more than he should.
sure.
Yeah, he's not hitting. He's not sitting back there and waiting for routes to develop. Yeah.
Did we not play?
Yeah. So.
You have no network right now.
Yep.
We're not online.
We're not streaming, apparently.
I wonder if internet's just down then.
Oh well, it's recorded.
Yeah, it's recording.
So, yeah, he's just been a bang average quarterback. You can see all the fan graphs and stuff. Normally, there's the Mahomes corner. He's not in the corner right now. He's just bang in the middle, which is funny because that's all the Chiefs need to win a game. But yeah, kind of weird.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So we're all in agreement that Chris Jones is the best player on the team right now.
Probably. It was nice to see Kelsey get going.
Yes.
That's huge.
Well, we knew he was gonna happen eventually.
Well, he has to get going, especially if Rashee Rice is going to miss any amount of time.
Actually, it's Noah Gray season.
Okay. I don't want to get ahead of your topics. I'm hoping you have a topic on here. Do you have Chiefs questions? Do you have a couple Chiefs questions here?
No Chiefs questions.
Okay,
I have no idea.
this is what I wanted to
I
get
have no
into.
idea how the show works. I've done no seasons of this show with you ever.
You are the jelly to my peanut butter.
Yes. So, how worried are we about the Rashee injury?
Oh, very. This is a decimated wide receiver room. We can't. Losing Rashee Rice is absolutely a huge hit.
Yeah. I mean, I think he was developing into like a top 5 wide receiver in the league. I think he was averaging like 80 yards a game.
I think there's literally like an article on Saturday or Sunday that released. It was like what Rashee Rice changed in his mindset to help him become a top 5 wide receiver this year. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, man.
I mean,
No, the light hits you bad. That's why we always like to have that there.
Okay.
So it's all for you. But
I really appreciate that.
yeah.
Sorry.
But like, and so I was like, of course, I was like, they fucking cursed him with the ESPN article about how now he's a top 5 wide receiver, and also somebody pointed out like you have to get ready because you're probably not going to see Rashee Rice even just with just the injury, but you're probably not going to see Rashee Rice for another year and a half, honestly.
right, because they won't suspend him during his injury. They'll suspend him after his injury.
Right. You know what? I think Rashee Rice is guilty of all the crimes. Suspend him the rest of the season. There you go. Bada bing, bada boom. Easy.
Unless, of course, he has his. Unless, of course, it's not as serious as we thought. In which case, it should only be 5.
Yeah, then you should let the legal process play out.
In that case, I don't think 119 is that fast.
Yeah, come on,
I've gone 119.
dude. The plane I was in was going like
miss it.
500 miles per hour.
Yeah.
Come on. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. So I mean,
You didn't get arrested.
No, right.
obviously,
Arrest me. You know, I'm just as guilty.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
I was speeding around hundreds of people. I was going that fast around hundreds of people.
next to me,
He was in government airspace, for God's sake.
and he was probably playing Mario Party during it.
Unless Rashee Rice has torn his ACL, and then suspend him the whole year.
I'm hopeful
Get
he
that
has
criminal off the streets.
Oh my gosh. Hopefully he hasn't torn his ACL for the season. Obviously, we still haven't heard anything, and it's Monday.
I've heard they're running more tests.
Dude, he didn't even tear his ACL
More-
driving 119. How dangerous could it be?
Yeah,
I mean, hey.
come on. Football more dangerous. You know what? Suspend him for playing football.
There it is.
I'll say it.
Ban
This is
Mahomes,
what
I'll
we
say
were
it. It's
working
his fault.
towards.
Ban Mahomes, you know.
You know, also, I totally lost in it. What great hustle by Rashee Rice, by the way.
He got
Did
that
not
ball
quit
out.
on that. He got that ball out. Also, bullshit they gave that to him.
Yeah, that was
I
crazy.
definitely thought Creed had possession before that guy touched the
I'm
ball.
really pissed at Mahomes for going for that.
Yeah.
That's
I appreciate the hustle. You're Patrick Mahomes. If you're not Patrick Mahomes, if you're anybody else, I think that if you give a careless turnover, I think that you need to use that time for reflection
yeah.
and get the fuck away from the action.
Yeah. Also, diving at knees is a good way
Diving
to.
is nuts.
Well, it's a great way to take a knee to the helmet.
It's a
And
great
that's-
way. Let's say
that's
he's
what
diving.
Tua- that's what
let's
Tua
say
got
he's
knocked out.
diving at the other team and it doesn't go well. He knocks himself the fuck out on somebody's knee.
Oh yeah.
Come on. Look, I'll almost never fault a guy for going over the top with hustle. But if your value is that high, you have to know your role. You
Yeah,
have to
but you
shut
don't
your
wanna-
mouth.
Right. No.
You don't want to end up in a Cam Newton situation though.
What, wearing
Cam
yellow-
Newton made a business
wearing
decision
yellow
in the
sweaters
Super
and
Bowl.
4-foot bucket hat?
It was the same kind of thing. He would have got crunched in the tackle going for that loose ball. You don't want to end up in that situation if you're Mahomes.
Yeah, but
Can you imagine if he throws an interception and he lightly jogs as they pick six? Like that'd be terrible.
But then in that timeline, we could be having a conversation right now about how if he tries harder, maybe he blows Rashee Rice's knee off.
Listen. It's all the only reason we're even talking about it is because somehow they gave that ball to the Chargers, which is insane. I remember looking at it and Creed was like, "Hey, buddy, hey, here I have the ball."
That's so funny. They're pointing this way, and he's like,
Ready.
"The ball's right here," and they're like, "Oh, Chiefs ball."
He's like, "Ref,
Yeah.
insane." But yeah, so possible replacements for Rashee. I have been seeing Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is one of the leading droppers of the ball in the NFL.
Well, fits in perfectly with the team.
He's just a better Kadarius Toney.
You
Also, speaking
are
of
a
people who
chief.
drop the ball, Sky Moore is on the team somehow.
I saw that. I knew somewhere. I almost texted you, but I know somewhere you were just screaming. I knew. I know if there's one thing Owen won't stand for, it's a Sky Moore drop.
Legitimately, everyone in Peas was yelling about Sky Moore. Everyone was like,
Oh,
Sky Moore.
I would have lived to hear the groan of it going on. Oh, my God, damn it.
There really wasn't that many people in there. It was pretty empty for a 325.
325 is a weird time
Yeah, it's weird.
against
But yeah,
a division
so
opponent.
I think we got to be looking at Browns wide receivers. We got to be looking at Titans wide receivers. We got to be looking at Jacksonville wide receivers suddenly. They're 0-4.
We're just trying to poach everybody.
Carolina's got a couple over there. You can go for Deontay Johnson. You can go for Adam Thielen.
My favorite
Oh
wide
my
receiver.
God.
Adam Thielen.
What's wrong with Adam Thielen?
I don't know. It's not 2020.
White.
White guy. Yeah. I mean, come on. Guys.
Oh, my
Full circle.
God damn it.
I mean, guys, come on. He's a student of
Bring
the
it.
game.
You know what? Bring it back.
You know, he's a student of the game.
You know
Plays
what?
the game.
Lad McConkey did look good, too.
I was saying,
Yeah,
I said
yeah.
Lad Mahonky out loud so many times.
Oh no.
I was like, we're actually getting coached by fucking Mahonky, bro.
Oh, I feel a little weird right now.
yeah.
Oh no.
Man, yeah, but he was quick. He's faster than I thought.
Oh, he's got great hands. The
Yeah.
catch in the back of the end zone, out of this world. Man.
I thought he had to have been out, and then I was like, God damn, is he really in? Okay, all right,
It
whatever.
was a
Body
good catch.
control.
It was a good catch. Unfortunately, he's on the Chargers, so he'll never win anything.
Yeah.
That's fair. You could just clip that one. You clip that audio bit.
Unfortunately,
He's on the Chargers. So he'll never win anything. God. So
Yeah, so-
Deontay Johnson,
Thielen. But
Thielen.
Deontay Johnson's too young. They won't give him up.
So everybody's talking about obviously D-Hop and then Amari Cooper,
Yeah.
both. A name I've seen on a lot of lists is Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, but the Seahawks are
Bring him home.
the Seahawks are
His
about to be
cap hit is
Bring
18
him
the
home.
Seahawks are about to be 3-1, which means my
Yeah.
parlay would have hit had the fucking Saints actually won the game.
Well,
Actually,
they're not sellers. Yeah.
So-
Seahawks just scored a touchdown. It's 14-21.
So would your
So-
would your minimum have to be that a team has to be like 1-3 for you to probably go out to be able to go after their wide receivers?
Yeah.
Truman,
I would like
you know any good wide receivers on any 1-3 teams?
I would like to explore the nuclear option. Be honest. Let's all be very honest. What would it take to bring Tyreek Hill back to Kansas City?
Oh, that nuclear option. I was thinking of a different wide receiver on a team who's 1-3.
I'm thinking like infant sacrifice. Just like right off the bat.
I was thinking a team that's in
We'll
a
have to kill a
in a
baby for
contract
sure.
dispute with a player, worried about playing him, is on a 1-3 team.
Oh, you want Jamar Chase? No way. They'd never do it. I'd take T. Higgins, too. I'd take either one of them.
Dude, I do not want Jamar Chase's ass in that locker room. He will talk shit on the Chiefs from one Arrowhead drive.
But I
He
take-
fucking will.
I'd take T. Higgins, because T. Higgins was
Yes.
even like, Chiefs are a good team.
Yes, T. Higgins. Is
A lot of
not as
good,
petulant.
a lot of good players over there.
Yes, 100%.
It's very funny. So, hypothetically, what would it take to bring Tyreek Hill back to Kansas City? Would you guys all swallow your pride?
I never wanted him to leave.
Yeah, none of us wanted him to leave.
First round, second round pick. And
The same thing the Dolphins gave us, we'll have to give back to them. He's been the same player the whole time.
that's true.
So what do we get? What'd they give us? A first, 2 seconds, and a fourth?
But they had to sign him to the deal.
He'd take a pay cut to win another ring. Nah, I'm just kidding.
I don't think he would.
He's got a billion kids.
He had that
He
option.
needs the
He had
child
that
support.
option the first time and he didn't do it.
He needs the child support money.
Oh my gosh!
That's
All
not
right.
even a joke.
No, he really does.
All right, the Chiefs, the Tyreek Hill Chiefs trade. Hill was traded to Miami for 5 draft picks. God damn.
Yeah, first, 2 seconds, a fourth, and a seventh.
A first, a second, two fourths, and a,
Oh,
and a
2
sixth.
fourths and a sixth.
And I think we swapped. I think I think maybe we gave them our 7th. I think it was Hill and a 7th.
And there's trackers on what those picks turned into, and they're all like starters for the Chiefs right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, 2022 first, so obviously that's
That's McDuffie.
McDuffie, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And the second,
That's Karlaftis?
no,
No, he was the first.
might be Sky Moore.
No, he's the third.
No, he was.
If it was Sky Moore, that's a crime.
He was a second. 2022 second. Is that not Sky Moore?
Yeah, it's Sky Moore.
I'm looking up the draft class.
I want to say he's had another year because I had the shortest leash. He's
Yeah.
not in his second year. I feel like he's in his 3rd or 4th year.
Okay, so hold on. 20 Super Bowl 57, the Kansas City
I
Chiefs'
think this is
2022
I think
draft
this is his
class.
3rd year.
Well, that'd be Felix.
2022.
Would be Felix round 1.
Pick 20.
2023.
Pick 21. We traded up. Got McDuffie at pick 21.
Yeah.
Then with our regular
Yes.
first round pick, we got Karl Loftus.
Okay.
Then our second round pick, Sky fucking Moore.
Yeah.
Then the pick after that, Brian Cook. Pick
Oh, which was also a second round pick.
Yep.
So one of those was the Miami. So
Yes.
it must have been Sky Moore then, because we would have.
Well,
Because Brian Cook was like 63. I think.
listen to the rest of these picks. This
Okay.
is the craziest. This is an insane draft class.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, McDuffie.
Oh, 3 is Leo Chenal.
Yes.
Yep.
McDuffie, Karloftis, Sky
Oh,
Moore.
four's Joshua Williams.
No.
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 5 is Joshua Williams.
No. 6 is Joshua Williams. Pick 4 of that draft is pick 62, which is Brian Cook.
No. I meant 4th round
Oh.
is Joshua Williams.
I think so.
And
These are
because
just telling me the pick.
The
numbers.
only one who didn't work out was Kennard.
Yes.
Was 5th.
Darian Kennard.
Darian Kennard. Yeah.
I forgot.
Holy
I've
fuck.
already forgotten that name.
Never even sniffed the roster.
He was the Trump.
Never even
He was the
sniffed
guy with the
rotation.
Trump shirts all the time.
Yeah, he had the
Holy fuck!
that he-
PFF is the
yeah, he
shittiest
was
website
big.
of all time.
because he wore the Trader Joe's.
Yeah, pick 21, McDuffie. Pick 30, Karloftis. Pick 54, Sky Moore.
Pacheco in
Pick
the 7th
62,
round.
Brian Cook. 103 is Leo Chenal.
Jalen Watson is also
135
in
is
this draft?
Joshua Williams. 145 Darian Kennard. 243 Jalen Watson. So in picks
And then
two,
Pacheco's the
243, 251, 260, you have 3 Chiefs starters: Watson, Pacheco, Najee Johnson.
Insane.
Well, I mean,
That's a
well,
Brett Veach
Karlaftis.
masterclass.
Yeah, I mean, what everybody's starting besides Darian Kennard right there.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's, well, now that Sky Moore is playing, it's, yeah, because it's Karlaftis, McDuffie, Sky Moore, Brian Cook, Leo Chenal, Joshua Williams, Darian Kennard, Womp, Jalen Watson, Isaiah Pacheco.
And Najee Johnson.
And, oh, Najee Johnson was also like a 7th round pick.
Yeah.
God
Holy
damn, what a
shit.
draft. Holy shit.
That was the one where we said Brett Veach was on the ropes because of the Tyreek Hill trade. All right, test passed, A+. That's an A+ draft.
Back against the wall, he won us a
That is
Super
an
Bowl.
A+
He won us
draft.
2 Super Bowls back to
That's
back.
fucking insane. That's an A+ draft.
Yep.
1 miss. 1. Well, 2.
Yeah, and it's
if you count Sky Moore.
I think we're about ready to count Sky Moore.
I think Sky Moore's an indefinite miss.
That's a miss.
But
But
you did
when
draft
you-
an
Did you see the
All-Pro.
ball miss his grasp when it was right?
Oh, my God.
See, okay, but when you look at wide receivers for the rest of that class, there's none. George Pickens was the last good one, and he was 10 picks
Bro,
above
we
Sky
took
Moore.
DK Metcalf instead of Mecole Hardman, and we took George Pickens. Or, I'm sorry. We took Mecole Hardman instead of DK Metcalf, and we took Sky Moore instead of George Pickens.
Pickens did go 2 picks before Sky Moore.
Yeah, so we would have had the trade.
But I bet that was available.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm thinking of another trade. There have been.
No. I had the same thought that Pickens was on the board.
We definitely McCole will forever be remembered as the knee-jerk reaction to the Tyreek Hill KCTV 5
that was supposed
fiasco.
to be the
Fiasco.
replacement.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, we're looking at Adam Thielen for the wide receiver replacement. That's ideal goal.
No. Deontay
Well, that or-
Johnson.
that or Kadarius Toney.
Sign or you know what, dude? Try to trade for Devontae Adams. I'm fine with that.
There's no way the Raiders will
They're
let us
not
have
going
him.
to give us him.
The Raiders are cooked. Everybody in this division should worry about getting more draft picks because that's the only way they're ever going to catch up. Devontae Adams is not playing in Las Vegas any longer. I don't know how to tell them that. This is his last year of his deal. He ain't coming back. You might as well trade him, especially because you're not going to beat us. You're not going to be better than us this year. We're going 17-0. It literally doesn't matter.
I just don't see it happening.
I know.
Especially if Rashee Rice is down for the full year, the Chiefs will press the nuclear button because they're looking at the rest of the league being weak as fuck.
Yes, you have to. Nobody is good.
Nobody's
That's-
consistent either.
Another thing. I tweeted that out. I said Chiefs aren't good, but they're better than your team.
Yeah.
That's the craziest part is that every team is bad. I don't think there's a single team that you watch and play and you're like, that's good football. The Bills, the only one that's.
Minnesota Vikings.
I'm not even sure that's good football. It's still Sam Darnold. I don't know. He's been all right, but man, it's weird. I still don't believe in him, you know?
Right.
They still were up, 28-0 and won 31-29? That was a little scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were up 28-0.
But we're sitting here talking about how it doesn't matter if it's ugly. If you win, you win.
That is true. Absolutely.
I'm
no
not
ranking.
trying to be a contradictory dude, but
There's three
They look pretty damn good to me.
unbeaten teams, and they're still among them.
Yeah.
Chiefs, Vikes.
All right, so
Somebody weird.
also I do think it's
That'd be the Vikes.
Well, there's somebody. Who else is? There's somebody else on the
What's
end.
the
Oh,
third
it's the
unbeaten?
Seahawks. The
Oh,
Seahawks
that's
are
right.
still
Well,
undefeated,
is that still-
and they're about to lose. So
Okay.
well.
it's really just going to be Chiefs Vikings.
Chiefs, Vikes, Super Bowl. Let's go. Shout out
Run
my
it back.
buddy Jesse. Shout out my buddy Ian. They'll
Shout out
probably-
Cole also.
They won't watch. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna lose. It's 14-28 Lions. So
Shit.
Sure.
Oh yeah, the Lions have never choked a late lead.
that cat just touched her back on the thing, got scared, and thought we hit her.
I saw that. Vincent.
What up? Bengals Byte time.
Okay.
Thank fuck. Oh my god.
They beat.
Carolina.
Oh yes.
It wasn't pretty, but we beat them.
Yep.
Losing to the Commanders felt bad. Fucking we. I'll say it. The best team to ever go 0-3. Because we had 2 games decided by ref calls, and they said that they should have overturned. Someone in New York was like they should have overturned the New England one, so we should have won that game. We've already talked about week 2 against the Chiefs. I water under the bridge. I don't give a shit about that. And then the Commanders game was the first game in 84 years. 0 punts, 0 turnovers. Every single drive from both teams was a score, and we fucking lost.
The Commanders have been oddly good. Also, that's been a.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So fucking all of just it's like crazy historic shit happening to the Bengals as we're fucking 0-3. I was like, what the
That was
fuck
an
is
exciting
happening?
game to watch.
Yeah. So fucking
Man.
yeah, and then we finally fucking beat Carolina. So we're on the board, baby. Holy God. Also, fucking if I had a nickel for every time fucking Josh Allen got me less than 10 points, I'd have 2 nickels so far, and I'm already pissed off about it. He's either putting up 40 or he's putting up 8, and there's no in between with this man.
So,
Yeah.
It's like every Josh Allen owner's mad. Every what is it? Oh my God.
Mahomes owner?
Like Zay Flowers owner was like, God.
Yeah,
damn,
Zay
or-
Flowers has been dog shit.
I also have CD
Well, it
Lamb.
was
He's
like-
been pissing me off.
It was like a couple games where it was just like these teams went crazy, and it's like, oh, I can't wait to check my fantasy team, see how many points I scored. You're like,
Oh, Drake London's been
what were
terrible.
you doing?
3.4. Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
right. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, when the fucking Bills won 31-10 and Josh only got 6 points, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's a classic.
Sucks, man.
So yeah, I don't. That's all I've got. Bengals, we're fucking back, baby. 14-3.
Hell yeah.
If you go 14-3, no way.
Oh, it was me.
I'll shove a 5-layered.
It was just me and him last week, and we were talking about. I said, when the Bengals were 0-3, I said I think the Bengals are gonna make the playoffs still, obviously. And he said, "Are they?"
I said only 9% of teams that go 0-3 make the playoffs.
I can tell you, our Bengals friend does not believe in them.
No, he doesn't at all.
He thinks
Losing to the
I think-
Commanders wavered my faith a lot.
I think
on
he's
that. If we had lost to
posturing.
Carolina, fucking throw the team in the trash. Start again next year.
I think he's anti-jinxing it.
anti-jinxing
We'll
it.
never do this.
No, he was actually like, he's like, we have
He's
actually
down.
gotten worse.
He's down. Yeah.
Well, yeah, his main thing was the defense is so much worse, and it is.
Yeah. Oh, the Commanders, though, do not feel bad. They are actually an all right team.
They look like they get worst to first. They look like they could be the one.
Are they the worst of first candidate in the East?
Yes. Oh no,
No,
wait,
it's
the
got to be
Giants.
the Giants.
The Giants were
No,
worse.
No, because the Commanders picked
Commanders
third.
won 7
I
games.
say Commanders.
But they picked third.
They traded.
Did they trade up for that
I'm
pick?
pretty sure they won 7 games last year, or 5.
Oh, man. Damn, I really
But
thought-
also, fucking shout out me and Owen both talking shit on the Steelers, and the Steelers fucking kicking ass this year.
God damn it,
Pissed off
dude.
about
They
it.
fucking...
Fuck them.
They always lose to bad. I saw somebody. They'll always beat good teams. They'll always lose to bad teams. That's the weird. They're the flip.
That's right. That's right.
They go 500. You're like, well, they're just going to beat bad teams.
Well,
And
that's what
no.
just happens when you run into an elite quarterback.
Fucking
Joe
Flacco, dude.
I'm pissed.
Beating the
Why is he
Pittsburgh
kind of
Steelers
cooking this
since
year?
Dude, I don't know.
2005 or
I
whatever.
don't know that I've ever
Damn,
heard him
punched the
talk
hell out
at
of Mike.
length. He's got a heavy Jersey accent.
Joe Flacco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's bad. That's another reason why he's not elite.
Couldn't tell you what he sounds like.
Oh, I like it. I like that East Coast accent.
He's so fucking old, man. He's gonna take a hit. He's gonna have a game where he throws 3 touchdowns, and he's also gonna have a game where he has 5 picks.
I'm feeling old right now, honestly.
All right.
Well, that's all I got for you guys. Have fun.
Thanks, Vincent. All right. Next topic. Are we still worried about Patrick Mahomes?
Yeah.
Because I think the answer is yeah.
Yes. Am I worried? Oh, I mean, define worried.
So that's the thing. Is I think that he will improve over the course of the season. But I say that every week, and he still gives us the 2 touchdown, 1 interception performance. The funniest thing about Patrick Mahomes is that he's 10-0 with 10 straight games with an interception,
That is weird.
including the playoffs. 10 straight games with an interception.
I will say there's a couple things to look at. I mean, one, if you frame it in the context of the NFL as a whole right now, quarterback play is down across the board. Everybody looks like dog shit.
Yeah.
There are a lot of cover 2.
Cover 2 with 2 deep safety, which is why running backs like Derrick Henry are finding a second wind.
Right. Running backs are having resurgence. Wide receivers are kind of not doing as well. Tight ends aren't doing as well. Quarterbacks aren't doing as well. But also, it's fine. I think they also have proven that sometimes they kind of fuck around during the season. And at this point, we have to just trust them and be like, figure it out. But there has been years where Mahomes has looked bad and then fallen apart once we got to the playoffs. 2021 absolutely is one of those years where he looked like dog shit for like about every other game. And then the Bengals come and he has the worst half of his life in that second half, and they lose the AFC Championship game. And so that's my worry, is that they don't figure it out. But because they didn't look great early in the year last year either, but they figured it out.
They haven't looked great early in any year since his first 2 years.
Yeah, maybe 2020 when they were running on the run it back.
Yeah.
When because they went like 14-2 or 15-1, something insane.
Yeah. No, but then that first year, that fall from
No,
grace.
they went 13-3. Remember, because we lost to the Russell Wilson perfect game that year.
No, not 2019. 2020.
Yeah, the COVID season.
Yeah.
2020.
What did we even lose to that season? Probably the Titans. Probably the Bills.
The Bills. Yes, we did lose to the Bills. That was that super rainy game, I think, where he got it halfway through. No. COVID year, we beat the Bills because we played in Buffalo that year. We're great in Buffalo for whatever reason. So I don't know.
I'll fucking know. Whatever.
Can I weigh on
Yeah.
this?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
Christian Watson even.
Justin Watson.
What?
I just like pressing the button.
Oh.
I was kind of, when you sent me the list of what we were going to talk about, I got this question, and I almost wanted to ask if I could kind of go into my own personal, Nick Wright, 60 seconds.
Yeah. Oh.
We are salivating.
Yes, we're ready.
Am I worried about Patrick Mahomes? No. And I'll tell you why. Owen, can you tell me the last time that Patrick Mahomes didn't play in an AFC title game?
That would be never. He has always played in the AFC title game.
Correct.
Yeah.
And every year that he's played an AFC title game, have we not at least gone to the Super Bowl or lost that game in overtime?
We have gone to overtime or gone to the Super Bowl.
Why
yes.
would I get concerned about Patrick Mahomes' football play when they're 4-0, down there running back 1, running back 2, wide receiver 1 and wide receiver 2, and they're 4-0? Why would I be scared of Patrick Mahomes being bad suddenly?
I wouldn't, Ozzy.
Right.
Thank you.
I think I'm doing a pretty good Chris Broussard right now. I'm not going to lie. I think the one-word answer is kind of downcast. I think that's what he does on First Things First every time. And I gotta commend your Nick Wright impression.
I was not prepared.
You fucking nailed that.
That was right on it.
I've been listening to him with his...
Yeah, with his
That's
big
the
hair.
reason the hair.
He's got
I
the
went
flow.
from bald to luscious locks because...
You are inspired.
No, it's not really. No, his hair is actually ridiculous with the widow's peak.
Yeah.
I love Nick Wright though, and I just wanted to do my little.
Sounds like
mantra.
somebody's a true 610 sports radio listener then.
That's false.
You don't like
he's
610?
He's 8'10". I knew he's
You're an 810?
I only like one show of all 6. I only like 810 mornings. I only like the Border Patrol or New Day with SSJ.
Yeah.
I can listen to.
I've listened to maybe 5 minutes of 810.
I can listen to The Drive. I don't dislike CDOT the way I used to. I have more respect for him. I got nothing for Fesco, and I tried for so long to listen to Cody
Cody
Tapp,
and Gold.
and they're just.
Meow.
Man, I like Cody and Gold. I don't know what it is.
I'm not trying to. Maybe they're big fans of the show. No disrespect, boys.
Yeah.
You talk too much about egg salad.
They do. They get off on random topics for a long time.
Well, and they just and they'll openly be like, like they'll talk about the Chiefs for 4 hours in the middle of college football season, and then somebody will text in and be like, "Do you guys want to talk about college football?" And they're like, we don't really do that here." And I'm like, well, you have 20 hours a week. You should probably do that here.
They're both heavy KU guys too.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
That's hard.
Well, I know Gold is. Is Cody?
Yeah.
He just seems kind of like,
Cody's just more of a Royals guy. in
Yeah,
general,
Cody's
more
like-
than
He's
anything.
mostly.
Can we just wear glasses and talk baseball all day instead?
Yeah.
That's true.
I actually Nick Wright on his podcast actually, or What's Right with Nick Wright. I guess
Yes.
his little extra show he does. That one's actually I like that one almost more than First Things First, just because it is a little bit more personal, and he just kind of gets to talk and he walks through all that stuff where he's like, I think the Chiefs are the best team in the world.
Yeah.
And because they are, honestly, he's like, I'm not gonna, he's like, I'm always honest with you guys because
Yes.
they are the best team.
And that's what I like about him on First Things First is that it's not what people really want to hear, but in a world of like, who's the next quarterback that's about to take over Patrick Mahomes? We just need one person to be like, well, frankly, until somebody does, it's not going to happen.
Right.
We need somebody. I think Nick Wright fills a hole, and he's filling it really well, of the sports talk asshole that's
Yeah.
like comical and not really that serious.
Yeah.
Because there really isn't anybody else right now.
Yeah.
Because, you've got Shannon Sharp with Ocho Cinco, and they're filling the essentially the pure comedy role.
Yeah.
And then you've got Stephen A, who's being more serious now that he's on a more permanent TV role.
Yeah.
Sure.
And then, you've got guys like Skip, who's, since Shannon has left the show, is now once again more serious, and he's on the Colin,
He's off
kind of
now.
Colin Cowherd.
And he's off Fox now.
Does he not have his own show anymore?
Yeah, he stopped.
Oh, I didn't
They
know.
stopped or was that
Undisputed, yeah.
Undisputed? Yeah, they stopped that.
Huh.
He made too many videos about throwing his jersey in the trash.
88 videos.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then you got Cowherd, who's also monotone. So Nick feels the whole of, I need to hate somebody who's cheering for the winning team.
Right.
And that's Nick Wright. And I follow him on Twitter, and I follow First Things First on Twitter. Actually, I only follow Nick Wright because Nick Wright retweets the 2-minute segments that are like worth watching of the show.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. But
That's good. That's good work.
I've always loved Nick Wright. I remember listening to him on 610. So
Back in the Danny Parkins days.
Park.
Danny's got his own show now too. on
Bro,
Fox.
they're both blowing up.
That's
Yeah, it's
crazy.
nice. All 610 guys. All right. What's next?
Then once C-Dot moves on to the national stage, then it'll be me and Owen taking over the afternoon
Yeah, that's
slots.
right. That's right.
Then you guys will be next in line for Dahm That's True, presented by Fox Sports.
Oh my god.
With my best friend Mike Harmon. Fuck, I hate that show.
Oh, I won't.
Which one?
I'll just watch on TV.
What is it? It's it's Mike Harmon's show that comes on at 610 when they're not running on Saturdays after.
Oh, I don't
all the
listen on
sports coverage.
Saturdays. Ooh.
Yeah, it's
Ew.
Fox Sports Radio.
Yeah, it is just All right.
But yeah. Okay. This is the last Chiefs segment. We're going to Chiefs versus Saints preview. I was worried about this game up until this last week when they
Yeah.
let Kirk O'Chain stunt all over him. It's like, man, the defense is just not there for the Saints. Alvin Kamara's good, but the Chiefs are really good at stopping the run. For whatever reason, Austin Eckler was doing a really good job against us. I mean, not Austin Eckler.
J.K. Dobbins.
Yeah, sorry, J.K. Dobbins.
But he ended up getting stoned also. He
Yeah.
ended up not actually having that as good of a stat line as you think.
Just a typical Chiefs game where they let you have 50 yards quick, and then you're like, holy shit, could they be good? And then they give you 25 yards for the rest of the game.
Well, we've stopped every RB1 we've played this year.
Yeah, so I'm really not worried about old man Kamara. I'm not going to lie to you. Although he does look rejuvenated.
Yes. I mean, it's a great offense for him to fit in.
But Derek Carr's record for the Chiefs speaks for itself.
Yeah, J.K. Dobbins, by the way, 14 carries for 32 yards.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, longest carry was 12 yards, which means that he had 13 carries for 20 yards.
Who's the other rushers that they had?
Stymied.
Gus Edwards, 6 for 19. Quentin Johnson went 1 for 4.
Man, I could have sworn they were running the ball better than
No,
that.
as a team, they averaged 2.3 carries or yards per carry.
Yeah, that makes sense when you got Mike Pinnell up there.
See-
Run-stopping beast.
And I agree with you. I mean, honestly, if they weren't an offense going through the running back, I would be more worried. But they're not. Or if they're an offense going through their tight end, oh my god.
Oh, gosh, I'd be worried.
Oh fuck, we'd be
Well,
cooked.
hang on.
That random fat fuck tight end piecing us up, the defensive end.
Fucking Will Disley and and Matlock.
Yeah, I was like, who is this fat fuck dicing us up?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say if you say which tight end, I mean, they've got a tight end, and then they've got the tight end that
Oh my
is
god.
the quarterback,
Yeah.
who is maybe the smartest fantasy tight
Isn't
end.
Taysom Hill hurt though?
I don't know. He
I
got
don't
2
think so.
touchdowns like 48 hours ago, so.
Am I actually gonna have to legitimately worry about Taysom Hill?
He's gonna score in this game. I'll tell you that.
At this point, if you're not worried about BYU guys, that's on you, bro.
Was he BYU guy?
Yeah.
Oh, of course he is.
I mean,
As was-
He's a Stormin' Mormon.
I mean,
As was Andy Reid, and as was Harrison Butker, right?
No, Harris
no,
Butker's
he's-
Georgia Tech. It
Georgia
feels
Tech.
like he should have
Well,
gone to
he's
BYU.
Mormon.
No,
guy.
Yeah,
I think he's super.
he's Mormon.
I thought he's just super evangelical.
No, he's not Mormon.
Oh,
He's just evangelical. Yeah.
Yeah,
why do you think he was Mormon?
because
white guy. Yeah.
right.
You Mormon? You white? You Ben Affleck? You Mormon? You go to BYU.
Yes. Yes.
That's what I thought.
Oh my God.
But it turns
forgot
out he
about the
wasn't
second
Mormon,
part.
so it makes no sense.
Or he might actually just be a Catholic, because he was at.
Well, he did the Catholic
yeah, because
commencement,
he's at
Benedictine.
Benedictine.
but
yeah.
I thought that was weird because I thought he was super Mormon, but he was basically preaching to the Catholic over.
yes, he
I think
is.
we're having technical difficulties.
He is Catholic. Yes, is what
Yeah.
I'm realizing.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, but okay. Chiefs versus Saints. You know, Michael Thomas is there. What's
No,
his face?
he's not there.
Chris Olave is there, right?
Michael
Olave.
Thomas is not there anymore.
Michael Thomas is not there anymore.
Yes.
Well,
Chris
that's good.
Olave,
I was worried
Rashid
about that.
Shaheed,
Both great.
both great.
Both
yeah,
great.
Rashid Shaheed's kind of their Xavier Worthy, honestly.
Okay, cool. So I can expect Chris Olave to have 4 catches for 25 yards then?
Yeah, probably. He'll get locked down by McDuffie.
Yep. Best corner in the league.
I don't even know. Oh, is it? God, I don't even know who their third wideout is.
Nope, me neither.
I feel silly. I'm going to look it up, but I feel silly. I feel
All
like
I
I'm
just
gonna
say, I
know.
guess I'm really not that worried about the Saints. I am worried about the Chiefs' offense, though, because it looks like they're non-existent. But the defense is like top 5 in the league. So
Well, so remember we played the Saints. I think what was it? Maybe 3 years ago, right? 3 or 6 or 9 or increments.
they
of
only
three.
scored 12 on the Eagles, and the Eagles have a shit defense right now. So
But they. Last time we played them, I remember specifically they were overly dirty, and that could have been because they were the Sean Payton Saints.
no, the Saints are always dirty. They're the ones who had that hit on.
They are
Devontae Smith.
alligator rollers. They are twisting ankles. They are trying to break fingers in the pile.
They're still dirty.
That's I think to me that's a cause for concern. Just or at least something to be weary of.
Listen, you can't. Okay, here's the thing about the Chiefs. You can't get dirty when Chris Jones is on one side of the ball for defense and when Trey Smith is on the other side of the ball.
That's real.
Yeah.
You cannot get dirty. It's like
There's some peacekeepers.
if
That's
Kalechi, like imagine if Kalechi Osmele never got hurt, and our right guard was Kalechi Osmele instead of Joe Tooney. You could never do anything to the Chiefs. We would have just been the meanest team on the field.
Right. Yeah, instead of both of his knees exploding, like
Yeah,
right when he walked on the field. That's
terrible.
crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
but
turned it on himself.
there's another random name for it. That's a solid pull there. Kalechi Osmele. Yeah.
That's a good one. Yeah.
Nice pull. Nice.
Yeah. Especially considering he played like 3 snaps for the Chiefs.
Mark Tehan.
Royals player?
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the Saints.
Matt Stairs for the
Hang on,
Royals.
I gotta get one.
Random Chief in there.
No.
Or Royals.
Royal.
I'm a sucky for a Nori Aoki.
No,
Shout
that's
out.
too. That's, oh, come on, let's go.
God, he's a fucking nightmare in the
Irving
outfield.
Falou.
Oh, that's a good one. Uneski Betancourt.
My favorite one, your dad's favorite player, Brett Eibner.
Was that a nickname?
Remember, yeah, because Whit Merrifield was your
Oh,
mom's favorite
yeah.
player,
Oh.
and Brett Eibner was your dad's favorite player.
Yeah, we didn't make
Oh
that joke.
man.
That was from the 2021 season, I think.
Oh.
20,
No, that would have
we
been
were in college, 2017 maybe.
yeah, probably 17 because both those guys didn't get a chance to be on the World Series team.
Yep. All right.
Okay, cool. We got score predictions.
Yep. I think there's a slide for score predictions. Yeah,
There is a
I'm
slide
good
for
like
score
that.
prediction.
Oh God. Fucking another ugly game. You know what? I think they're finally going to do it. I think they're going to score no touchdowns. I think they're going to kick 6 field goals. Give me 18 13 Chiefs.
18-13 to Lane, maybe.
Yes, yeah, right.
Us?
18-13 Chiefs, yeah.
As weird as it is to say, it's not a good thing that Rashee Rice got hurt. But I will say the second that we had to run offense without him, something looked a little different.
Was the 60-yard bomb number worthy?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Who's pointing at individual plays?
But they got Kelsey more involved.
I could see us putting up 27, 30, 31. Give me. We'll do something, Stu. We'll give up more points than we ought to. Give me. What was that?
Truman did 18-13.
I gave 18-13.
I'll go 28, 21 Chiefs.
Ooh. Yeah, I liked 18, and then I remember that the number 20 could exist, which is 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, which is a perfect score, if I say so. So I'm going 20-13.
I almost had a perfect score.
You did.
I picked 22-20 for the Chiefs Falcons, and it ended up being 22-17.
That was so close.
I just needed them to kick that field goal.
All right, well, that is going to wrap it up for our Chiefs segment. We've got a couple more here before we get into our normal segments. But first, as always, the NFC South Team of the Week. I have mine, and I'm going to start because I want everyone to be reminded of this. Yeah, it's got to be the Colts. Joe Flacco coming in and getting him a win over the Steelers.
The NFC South Team of the
The
Week.
NFC South Team of the Week?
Oh, wait, holo.
Oh, my
no.
God.
That was AFC
he was
South.
excited,
Oh,
too.
my
Okay, well, in that
gosh.
case, it's got to be the Bucks.
He was so excited to be so wrong.
I don't know why I was brain farting like that. I was excited for it
God,
to
the
be
Bucks
Colts.
also did beat the shit. I will say on the cruise, on the noon games, we had the Bucks, Eagles, and Vikings, Packers, and I
think
was like,
that?
God damn it, dude.
I
Two
know-
just fucking like I turn them both on while we're packing, and it's 24-0 and 28-0, and I'm like, oh, cool. Just I won't even have football on then. All right, whatever.
I took this personal note watching the game when it was 24-0. At one point in this game, the score was 24-0, and the Eagles didn't have an offensive yard.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
24-0, and the Eagles had 0 offensive yards.
Well, yeah, that was kind of like what happened in we didn't mention this in Chiefs Chargers, but at one point in the third quarter, the Chargers had 2 yards the entire quarter.
I did see that, yeah.
It's crazy.
Also, did you see, what was it, Bo Nix? Denver won that game. You see how many passing yards Bo Nix had?
Did he have like under 100 or something crazy? I don't know.
Do you have a guess?
I'm gonna piggyback. I'm gonna say 81.
Give me 65 yards.
He had 60.
Holy
60.
Do they have a defensive score then?
No, he ended up throwing a touchdown. But he was like negative for a while.
The just screen passes that were getting blown up.
I guess so, yeah.
Just throwing from the red.
He's not very good.
Yeah, I remember I bet on a Noah Gray, and he had Noah Gray yardage. His yardage was set at 10.5. I'm like, he gets an 11-yard catch every game. This is the freest money of all time.
Yeah.
And he caught the second pass. I was looking at it, and they had like auto cached, which I thought was kind of weird. Because players lose yards on screens all the time. So I was wondering why they auto cached it. But whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, yeah, Bucks for me.
Bucks for you?
Yeah. Bucks for me.
Any Young Way enjoyers here?
Yeah, I'll take Atlanta here because I definitely had somebody even pointed out somebody tweeted out my fantasy name from it was either last year or the year before that where I said
My new girl Byte.
old girl lame and then it's young
But my Young Way
but my young way coo and they tweeted that out. They're like old. I can't remember what.
My old girl lame, probably something like that.
Yeah, something. I was like, man, that was literally. I had that 2 years ago. I was already on that. I guess it had like thousands of likes. I'm like, God damn it.
Isn't that the worst?
It could have been me. Should have
Oz,
been me.
your team of the week, NFC South.
I would also say the Bucks.
They love to beat up Jalen Hurts.
Well, honorable mention.
Excuse me.
Honorable mention to the Falcons because yes, that was a 58-yard.
Bomb.
Absolutely, and I like to see Young Wei Koo do well. I mean, he played
Oh,
for
I feel a little weird right now.
well, yeah.
Yes, and I only say that because that fucking kick lost me my 5-team parlay.
Oh no.
It would have hit. My picks are going to go 4-1.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
I'll go Bugs.
I'm
It was
going
the
to
Bucks.
miss $100 from 65 yards. Or 58 yards. whatever it
58
was.
yards. You know what's always funny about Young Wei Koo? He's a little thicker than you think.
He ain't Dicker the thicker kicker.
No.
We are salivating.
Horny.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I am.
Jimmy, I'll see why you like the soundboard thing. This is pretty fun.
Also, too.
Oh,
yeah.
we are.
M2 also was
oh,
2. M
I'm so sorry that I found that
That's
happened to just be like
All right,
the
but yeah,
funniest
okay.
7 seconds.
What's funny? It's even like longer than that. I cut out a fair amount of that. Yeah.
It was pretty long. Closest scorigami of the week. If I remember, there was one that had only happened 8 times more, and we also had a 9, but no scorigamis this week. I believe.
No scorigami's this week.
I'm gonna double check. that
And
real
the
quick.
Monday night scores do not look weird enough to be
not
scorigamis.
even
Wow,
close.
man, I'm big yawning.
Yeah, we have a
tired.
28. Minnesota Green Bay is a 9.
I'm essentially
10 9s happened a billion times.
been awake for about 24 hours straight at this point.
Philadelphia Tampa Bay was an 8. I guess Chicago LA 24-18, which I think sounds like it should have happened more. That was a 7. Only 7 times.
Yeah.
24-18.
That's a lot of field goals.
18, 18 is hard to get. 6 field goals hard to get to.
Yeah. Oh, no, I guess we had a 5.
the Chiefs are about to do it.
38-33 is a 5. And Jacksonville.
38-33. I feel like that's super
And 47-10 is also a 5.
38-33. You get it's 28, and then you get a touchdown and a field goal. 33 is there's a million ways to get to 33.
Right.
Carolina.
What's weird about that 47-10 also is I feel like 47-10s happened to like 3 times this year.
47-10.
Yeah,
At
because
least happened once or twice.
That's a college football score.
Yeah, right.
That's a Bowling Green versus Ohio State.
Yeah,
score.
yeah.
47-13.
47-10.
Like a 42-13.
This score has
or
happened 5 times
42-20,
before.
you know?
Most recently, 2 weeks ago, September 8th, 2024.
That's what I'm
Who
telling you.
was
Yeah.
that?
Saints.
Oh, that was the
Saints,
Saints
Panthers,
kicking
yeah.
the shit out of the Panthers. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, but 36-23 still hasn't happened. So
36-23.
That's a scorigami.
yeah,
That's kind of surprising.
That seems very achievable.
36 is hard to get to?
33-26 keeps happening. We keep having that one happening, but
Interesting.
36-23. Yeah, so we've had a 5. It was the Rams.
Okay.
Cool. I wanted to briefly discuss a Beefy 5-layer, man.
I don't want to talk about this. I saw the photos. I was in Europe and saw those photos.
I'm pretty sure you've just violated the Geneva Convention.
Yeah, that was.
I remember I saw it in the Twitter group, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yes.
And then, so for those of you who don't know, there was a man on Twitter who tweeted, his name is Saint Bill Snyder, and he tweeted, if K-State loses to BYU, I'll shove a Beefy 5-layer burrito up my ass. And then we got dick slapped by BYU in one of the just worst played games by KSU. Then the man tweeted that he would do it the Saturday before the game.
Dude, he played this up all week.
He played it up all week.
To his credit, he marketed the shit out of this.
And then like 9:30 a.m. / 10 a.m. on Saturday, he posted pictures of a Beefy 5-layer burrito. I'll be damned if it wasn't in his ass.
Man is
I like to think he just clinched it. I like to think he just held it.
From the one on
Yeah.
the side, it looked like a clinch, but the one straight on, that looked like it was up there. Either way,
I bet he put a balloon over top of one,
maybe.
so it would kind of shrink a little.
You know what? I bet he had somebody in a green morph suit holding it for him.
Either way,
That's a real friend.
It
That's a real
it
friend.
cleared the curse, and the Cats beat the crap out of Oklahoma State. Wasn't even close.
But he did it after the game. He did it after the Oklahoma State game.
No,
'Cause
I thought he did it before.
No, he did it like
He
9:30
was
p.m.
supposed to.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He because I called him out because he had marketed this all week as like 9:30 that night. We're doing this, and then Friday before or day of, real early in the morning, he puts out 10:30 a.m. today. Right now, be there. And I'm like, what happened to 9:30 tonight? And then he ratioed me. He ratioed me because he said, well, I got to do it before the game to make sure we win. So
Hey, shout out, we won. That's all I want to talk about.
I ratioed my own tweet the other day. That was
Hell
the-
yeah.
With my
that's hard to do.
I was doing I was talking about the linger edits. I was like, man,
Someone's got to be emotional about Jackie
yeah,
Battle.
Yeah, it's like a trend on it's a trend on TikTok where it's was it Linger by the Cranberries and it's like some
Oh, yeah.
acoustic like cover of it.
I'm
Yes.
such a
Yeah,
fool
that always makes
for
me so sad.
you.
Any player I see. I was getting
got me
emotional.
wrapped
I was like, I'm emotional about Cam Newton right now. It was just, but I tweeted out the video, and that video got like 30 likes. The original tweet got like 1 like, and I was like, man. Everybody's getting pushed the Cam Newton video. Nobody's getting pushed whatever.
I saw, the Kareem Hunt highlights set to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That was, but I also, before that became, maybe it was after it became a meme, but somebody sent me a link to the live recording of that acoustic version of Linger.
Oh really?
And it's captivating. It's very enjoyable to watch.
Interesting.
If you're into live music, if you're into that kind of music. So then I watched the videos of it set to football, and I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna cry
Yeah.
watching Kareem Hunt hurdle Broncos and drag them into the end zone.
I know. It makes you.
It does get you
nostalgic.
emotional.
There's something to it.
I saw one on like an NBA player, like an NBA role player. I don't fucking watch the NBA, and I was like, yeah,
I think
man,
I saw like a
miss it.
Russell Wilson one, and Russell Westbrook one, and I was
Oh,
like, man.
the Russell one's really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. So Dahm, that's not true. Pick of the week time. I've got an easy one because they're suddenly doing a Monday doubleheaders. The Titans are beating the shit out of the Dolphins, 31-12.
I think the Dolphins are dead in the water without Tua.
Oh, they're
honestly.
absolutely dead, but the Titans aren't even good.
No, the Titans are not good. They're 0-3. I mean, Will Levis got benched. Who was paying?
Mason Rudolph.
Well, they put him in the
There.
blue tent.
Oh, did they?
Well, maybe for show. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe they
Okay.
just benched him.
Well,
Wait,
I got the
no,
NFL notification that said former Pittsburgh Steelers playing for
Yeah,
Will
Will
Levis.
Levis
I was like, who
threw
the
an
fuck could
interception.
it be?
So
And Mason Rudolph is the
yeah,
Titans
but
quarterback?
yeah, okay. So it's the game's over. How many passing yards did the two Titans quarterbacks combine for? They scored 31 points.
Oh, how many passing yards? I bet they passed for a combined 180 yards.
215.
Nope, 110.
Oh my god.
Tony Pollard ran for 88 yards and a touchdown. Trey Spears,
most of those came
Ty
in
J
one play.
Spears, 15 carries for 39 yards and a touchdown.
I saw Snoop Huntley was playing for the
So
Dolphins.
that means they have how many?
Is
what- how many-
Skyler hurt then? Did Skyler get
Yeah,
concussed?
he got hurt last week.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's concussed.
Maybe a shoulder thing?
Oh yeah, Ryan Stonehouse kicked 5 field goals.
God damn.
Yeah, so they got 5 field goals and 2 rushing touchdowns.
That's crazy.
Wait, maybe a safety because they have 31.
Do
5
we
field
need
goals
to-
is
do we
15.
need to
2
check
rushing
our
touchdowns.
Scorigami? Is
Five.
it-
That'd be 29 with 5 field goals and
2 touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
So maybe they went for
Had to get
2.
Have to go for 2
Twice?
twice. I don't know, man.
They get a fucking safety?
Is it safety? Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. All right.
What the fuck? I know. I gotta figure this out.
My Dom, that's not true. Pick of the week. I don't think the Ravens are better than the Bills.
You don't?
No, I think the Bills have. I don't think.
You think that was the Bills' egg game that they have every year? Like that one year they randomly lost to Jacksonville 9-6
Oh my God, what a terrible game that was. Yeah.
when Josh Allen owned Josh Allen.
Yep. Josh Allen was all over Josh Allen that day.
Josh on Josh violence.
Oz, you got a Dom that's not true pick of the
Well,
week?
so I struggled with this one last week because I think I misunderstand the concept at its core. This is supposed to be something that
So you're picking a game that you don't think the score reflects
Okay.
how good the teams
Okay.
are actually going to end
Okay.
up being. So I don't think the Titans are going to be a better team than the Dolphins, and I certainly don't
Okay.
think they're 19 points better than them.
okay. God, I'm gonna piggyback off Truman
That's fine.
because that was the big when the Ravens got up. I don't remember what it was 24-3. There was a point when it was before halftime, and I said I'm gonna because I lost some money straight up right then on a prop bet, and so I tried to hedge my bet, and I put the remaining $20.88 of my FanDuel account on the Bills to win, and then the Ravens just pulled away worse. And I just don't. I got to agree with him, and not because I didn't really think of another one. That just right off the bat, that seemed like the fluke of the week for sure.
Yeah.
That was. I think if they played that game 10 times, I think it's 5-5.
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right.
Right.
Now it's time to discuss my 5-team parlay. We've already kind of talked about it during other segments. This shit went 4-1. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Fuck you, New Orleans.
Well, fuck you, St. Louis, always.
Fuck you, St. Louis,
Always fuck
always.
St. Louis.
Well, actually, the Seahawks are making a game out of it. 4th and 3 at the Detroit 39, down 27-35.
That's what I saw. I got
What the fuck? The Seahawks are a billion games better than I thought.
NFL or ESPN. Somebody sent me a close game alert.
So yeah, the Seahawks are a billion games better than I thought they'd be. So will this ruin any of my bets? Speaking of my bets, because I definitely placed an under bet for the Seahawks. I'm pretty sure I put them at under 7.5. That doesn't look like it's gonna
All right,
cash.
Owen, I'm ready to tell you. Wait, what bets did I win? How am I up to $90? What the fuck?
Sweet. Did your Royals over season bet cash?
Oh no, my round robins did pretty good.
Yeah, so I have under 7.5 Seahawks wins. That shit is failing. But my over for the Arizona Cardinals looks pretty fucking good.
That must be nice to log into your betting app and go, how do I have so much money?
Yeah. So sorry. Speaking of
Mine's
that,
usually, what? I'm down to 0, 0, 0.
How did this happen?
well, see, you just need to bet a $50 on a Jody Fortson anytime touchdown score at plus 800.
That's what I hear.
So if you do that, then you can just play with house money for the
That's
rest of
what
it.
I hear.
me. That would fix me.
I hear if that hits, then you're supposed to buy your friends beer every Saturday night for their
Yeah,
trip.
get a little
Not
cheddar
every Saturday
cheese. A
night.
little cheddar
Well,
cheese.
all the
for your
times we
friend.
go to
Yeah,
Mr. P's for no
I
event.
sprinkle a little cheddar cheese, perhaps, or use your betting advice, and you owe me $10,
Do I owe you $10?
bitch.
Is that how you? I honestly was just giving you advice. I just wanted to.
No, I'm not. I'm not serious. I'm just upset that Kareem Hunt didn't get that goal line carry. Because what the
That
fuck?
should have been Kareem Hunt every day.
That was
I think he got tackled like inside the 5 a couple times.
Yes. Yeah. So,
Shirts.
wait, they've already cashed this bet out. Wait. Huh? Oh no, yeah, because the Saints already lost.
Hey,
But
5-2
yeah,
parlay of the week.
yeah, it was Cowboys, Saints, Colts, Vikings, Lions. So would have that was a $5 for I believe one. It's plus 1740. So 5 times
And the
17.4.
58
Would
yarder.
be about 80,
The 58 yarder is what fucked me.
Yes.
85, 80, 86.
Yeah, it was $87.
Yeah.
So would have got me $87. Thanks a lot, Young Wei.
I would have cashed out.
That wasn't very cool of you, bro.
Nice.
Ha 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 ha.
All right. What's the next
Ooh,
one? I feel a little weird right now.
It's Team versus Machine versus Owen. Truman was in Italy, so we didn't do it.
Yes. Oh, wait. What's your 5-2 parlay this week?
Oh fuck! Hello.
I was like, what?
Time to open up the betting app and make it as we always do, live on the show.
Okay.
Click NFL.
What's the
Okay.
etiquette for
Um.
bathroom breaks on the show?
What's the what? You can go.
Yeah, you go to the bathroom if you need to go piss. Go.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Go piss, girl.
Go piss, girl.
Mute your mic though. Wait. Okay. So 5-team parlay.
I'm going potty.
Oh, God.
Old man creaky knees over here.
Oop.
All right. So
Do it in the corner.
Yeah.
So we've got Bucks, Falcons. That could be a good one. Ooh, they're giving Ravens at Bengals. Ravens only minus 150. So we'll start there. That's
oh my
free.
God.
They're getting Commanders hosting the Browns. They're giving the Commanders minus 175. So we'll take that too. That's free.
Yep.
They're giving us Jags minus 150. I will be staying the hell away from that. Texans and Bills at even money. Staying the hell away from that. Raiders, Broncos, just about even. Plus 125 Raiders, minus 150 Broncos. We are not taking that. Staying the hell away from that. They're giving us Rams over Packers? No, they're giving us Rams at plus money. That makes sense. They're giving the Steelers minus 120. They're giving us Cowboys plus the money.
I'm not sure the Cowboys are good this year.
They're better than the fucking Steelers.
Okay. Are you taking the Cowboys then?
Yes.
Okay.
And then we'll take the Andy Dalton Panthers over the Bears for the sketchiest pick of the week.
That is sketchy.
And we're taking Vikings as well. So we've got Ravens, Commanders, Cowboys, Panthers, Vikings.
plus 24-17 on my app.
Yep, plus 25.57
God
on
damn.
good old MGM.
Oh, you're back to MGM then.
I've been doing it on MGM.
You moved away from ESPN Bet.
No, I use ESPN Bet for my smaller bets.
Okay.
But yeah, so
right.
Oz, I'm picking Vikings, Ravens, Commanders, Panthers, Cowboys. Vikings, Ravens, Commanders, Panthers, Cowboys.
Yes, that's Vikings over Jets, Ravens over Bengals, Commanders over Browns, Panthers over Bears,
Yeah.
and Cowboys over Steelers.
Ravens on the road, Commanders at home, Carolina on the road. No, that's not a great pick then, is it?
You know what?
Cowboys on the road, but the Vikings versus New York in London, innit?
Yeah, there's a chance that by the time you wake up on Sunday that your parlay might have already lost.
Sir, who plays on Sunday?
Don't know.
Tottenham Hotspur. I will be awake to see my parlay lose.
Nice. You guys didn't talk soccer while I was gone, did you?
I talked
What's that?
35 seconds of soccer in the outro.
God damn it. All right. All right.
And I was already outro the door by that point.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. Give me top 5, Bowen.
Top 5 vegetables.
Hello, Einstein.
I think we might have done this before.
We got Cat on the show.
But,
Cat on the
once
show.
again,
You
I
can
was
only
not
see the tail.
I was not expecting any Truman on this show. So, Oz, we get to do top 5 vegetables.
All right. Should I start?
I mean, do
I'm
you
gonna count them down. Number
if you-
5.
if you've got them, go ahead.
Oh,
Smoke them if you got
maybe I
them.
prepped for this one.
Oh, you already got your top 5 ready?
Oh, I had the. Well, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, number 5, broccoli.
Okay.
I think a lot of people thought this would be a little higher, but I trust my 1 through 4. I'll tell you why I like broccoli. Number 1, broccoli cheese soup. Who doesn't like? People who don't like broccoli cheese soup, dude.
That's
That's true.
Well, my mom also makes this dish called ham Swiss ring around with broccoli, ham, Swiss cheese, and mustard baked inside of a croissant. It's fucking delicious.
All right.
Like broccoli. Number 4, carrots.
Yeah.
They can be cold and snappy and dipped in ranch for your lunch, or they can be put in the oven with a little bit of balsamic, a little bit of olive oil, some Parmesan cheese, and garlic, and baked as carrot fries.
I'll tell you. You ever grilled a carrot with some nice old garlic salt? That's
There
real.
we go.
That's real fun.
There we go. I can do that.
Yeah.
I like a grilled carrot.
All
Like
right.
you cut it nice and fucking thick. You get the real fucking thick carrots.
Yes.
You get some olive oil. You get some
Carrot
garlic
fries.
salt.
Yeah.
I kind of like the shitty carrot sticks from either like the lunchroom or like Buffalo Wild Wings.
Unironically, the baby carrots, dude. I have baby carrots sitting in my fridge at home. I love baby carrots.
A little too crunchy for me on those.
I'm a big
I
fan.
like those sticks a little bit better.
I'll tell you, I like the sound. It's funny.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Number 3, green onions.
Ooh.
Okay.
Now, we all like onions. Sure. Red, yellow, white. Green onions. Scallions, as they're also known.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Yeah. Okay.
Yellow onion, probably top onion for me.
Yeah. Well, now, a sweet yellow onion or a
Yeah.
Vidalia onion? Like just a regular yellow onion?
I think I like a sweet yellow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Okay. Yeah.
A Vidalia also very good.
I've been having some sweet onions. Someone had told me about how they had their grandma grew onions. Oh, it was my friend Jenna. She was telling me about how her family friend had a farm that grew onions, and that were so good they were like sweet. Like you could eat them like an apple because they
Yeah.
were so sweet. I had an onion recently thinking about that. I was like, dude, this is like the best onion I've ever eaten. It's so sweet.
Yes. And you let it cook down in some sauce and you release those sugars,
Ooh.
those acids. Oh, yeah. Number 2, I'm going to throw this on its ear. No one's ready for this one. Water chestnuts.
Hate them.
Man.
Hate them.
See, I'm a big stir fry guy.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So I like that crunch.
Good in a stir fry.
Yeah,
And,
you,
and
like the Thai
yeah,
style. Yeah.
or just, Mongolian barbecue.
Yeah.
And then which that's my segue into my number 1, which is snap peas.
Yep.
Oh, I
yep.
love a good
I knew
snap.
I knew it
Yes.
once you had it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Oh, I gotta take one off my list.
love a sugar
unfortunately.
I
snap
want
pea.
something that crunches hard, coming right off the 700-degree flat top.
Ooh.
I want that stir fry.
I love a
Yep.
good snap pea, man.
Yep.
That's why I need a Blackstone.
I literally got to change my list around.
gonna
Remember
join
snap
the-
peas.
That's what I'm after. I want my list to be so good, the other guys are scrambling to fix their lists.
There you
That's
go.
what I'm here for. That's why I need the script, brother.
There you go.
All right. He did this blind shit last week. You heard it.
Oh, trust me. Yeah. Well,
You
there's
were
times
an audio viewer.
I try to send it to him Monday morning, but there's times that he doesn't get it. That I don't send him the script till 5 p.m. I feel bad about that.
It's all right.
That's
I
fine.
appreciated the challenge. It
But
made me respect the preparation.
I'm typically the one adding the stats and notes though. Owen is a
I'm a
fly by the
React
seat of his
Andy.
pants. Yeah.
All right, I got my list.
Okay.
At number 5, first of all, I'm ashamed that I left this off because it's hard. This was a tough 5. Got to leave asparagus off for me. I like a good asparagus. Makes your pea smell funny. But,
Overrated.
once again, garlic salt, grill it. I like asparagus. It's going to
System
be
player.
on my very rare honorable mention. Number 5, broccoli. It's got to be up there. Ranch. You dip into some ranch. You can eat it just raw by itself. You cook it in stuff. It's always going to be in your stir fry. Broccoli underrated for holding stir fry juices. This is why I like to use sausage, like a good spicy sausage, instead of beef in my stir fry, because there will be more juice and the broccoli will soak all that up real
Soak
good.
that in. Yeah.
Yeah. Number 4, the carrot. I like a good carrot.
That'll be my list.
Really nothing else to add to it.
mocking
It's a fucking carrot. Number 3, cabbage. I love a good red cabbage on sandwiches. And also recently in hipster tacos. I know, people, talk shit about non-authentic tacos, but like Mission Taco has cabbage in all of their tacos, and I love
Every
that
good
place.
fish taco has cabbage in it.
Oh, absolutely.
That's true.
At number 2, this is where I have the snap pea. I love a good snap pea / sweet pea. Once again, like you said, Mongolian barbecue, but also when my dad grew peas in the backyard and eating them out of the pod and them just like being as sweet as a fruit.
So what's the difference in sweet or snap peas and edamame? Because I almost put edamame on my list, but I think it's like the same thing.
I think
right?
edamame is a chickpea, isn't it?
Well, they're all soybeans.
No, that's hummus.
I know they're all soybeans.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Sorry.
But my number one, which I'm sure Truman knows which my number one is going to be, is
yeah, I do. Brussels
the
sprouts.
Brussels sprout.
No.
I love Brussels sprouts, man. You chop them in half, you cook them with olive oil and garlic salt.
And then you napalm your entire building because nobody wants to smell that shit.
I don't care, bro. They're so good.
you
They're
mustn't.
so good. I love a Brussels sprout. Love Brussels sprouts. Cook them with salmon. You double nuke your workplace.
God, apparently you and my mom are going to be best friends
Yeah, there you go.
because that's her fucking
Salmon and
brain.
Brussels sprouts so fucking good.
She'll-
Yeah. So
she'll
number
make you
5,
salmon and Brussels sprouts.
number 5 broccoli, number 4 carrot, number 3 cabbage, number 2 snap pea, and number 1 the Brussels sprout.
But honorable mention to the asparagus.
Yep.
Wow.
You can't leave off carrot broccoli, and then my top 3 are cabbage, snap pea, Brussels sprout.
I like your top 4 or your top 5.
It's a shame you don't
6
like the
and 1 really lose me.
shame you don't like the Brussels sprout.
Well,
Okay.
he just went to Brussels, I bet, and he doesn't like Brussels sprouts.
Missed Brussels. Okay on a Brussels sprout, not my preferred thing.
Okay.
You know, don't go there on my own, but we'll go there for work. We'll order it every now and again. Oh my God, was it Zarda's? Zarda has some barbecue Brussels sprouts that are actually pretty good. Okay, number 5. Oh, wait, real quick before we get into this list, where are we at on potatoes? Starch?
Not a
Starch.
vegetable.
Yeah,
Starch.
I had the same conversation at home.
What about sweet potatoes?
Still not a vegetable.
Still starch? Okay.
Still
that's
healthier for you. Still not a vegetable.
What about yam?
Still not
That's
a
a sweet
vegetable.
potato.
I know, yeah. Try to pull a fast one. Okay, I'll leave it off the list then. Honorable mentions to the starches. Shout out all of them,
yeah.
honestly.
Shout out all
Corn could go over there, yeah.
Corn's a fruit,
Grains,
though.
let's go.
Corn's a fruit.
You know, so the funny thing about
It's a
that,
grain.
If you plant a corn, you get corn. If you plant a wheat, you don't get a wheat.
Corn's a grain.
It's harvested like a grain, eaten like a vegetable. It's a fruit.
so
I think it's what shows up in your poo poo.
That's true.
So the funny thing about I learned this the other day or at some point. The funny thing about vegetables is there is no clear vegetable, but there are clear fruit sections. So that's why you end up with a lot of these things that get classified as fruits: tomatoes, corn, blah blah blah, all this stuff. Because there's criteria to be a fruit. There's no criteria to be a vegetable.
Well, a vegetable is kind of just everything else.
Right.
The way I like to think about it is if you plant it, it will become a fruit. Like it will become the thing. It will grow the thing that it grows. If you plant a broccoli head, it'll just rot in the ground.
Right.
It sounds like the vegetables are just kind of the garbage disposal of the garden.
Yes.
Vegetables are kind of just the plant itself, and then the fruits are like the
nut.
way I like to think of it. If you remove the fruit from what it's on won't die.
Okay. Fair enough.
If you remove a carrot from the ground, it's the whole thing, you know?
That's
if
fair.
you take a broccoli, you're breaking it off of the plant.
Fair enough. Number 5, cauliflower.
I love cauliflower, man.
Gross.
Oh,
Man.
that's good.
Cooked pretty well. It holds spices pretty well. You can make like a buffalo cauliflower as a replacement for chicken wings if you have a vegetarian.
I
You
will
could
tell
also
you, though-
do a also cheese covered cauliflower. Pretty fire.
I'll tell you, though, a cauliflower wing, when you're making the conscious choice, like, hey, I'm not eating a chicken wing. I know I'm eating a cauliflower wing. So good.
Like when you're ready for it to suck,
Yeah.
it's not that bad.
But yeah, I think they're pretty good. But like,
But to get blindsided by it
like
sucks.
if we're at like, hey man, let's have a barbecue wing competition, and you
Yeah.
bring cauliflower wings,
Yeah.
I'm fucking you up, dude. I want to fucking
what-
fight. We're throwing
stop it.
hands. Number 4, the onion. That's the onion.
yeah.
Yeah, give me the. Oh, I'll put yellow onion just because you went green
Well, no,
onion.
I specified unnecessarily. I think the onion as a whole is a great choice.
And I would say that also green onion is one of those things that probably needs to be specified. If you're like, if I'm like, hey, bring an onion, and you bring over green onions, I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
an onion.
yeah, bring an onion.
You can't fucking substitute this in.
Would you accept a foot-long piece of green ruler?
it's like those people that it's like, hey, nice recipe, except I subbed this for this, this for this, this for this, and it came out all lumpy. What the hell?
You're right. Why didn't it work? Yeah. Number 3, celery.
Yeah,
I
Good one.
I'm a celery guy. I like celery.
Celery's great for barbecue. So
Now, how's your favorite way? If
What's
you had
your-
to eat celery,
Just celery and ranch.
you want to dip it in the ranch cold, have that snap. Mm-hmm. Okay.
do peanut butter with your celery.
Uh,
Classic ants on a log when you were a kid.
Yep.
okay. I enjoy cooked celery every now and then, like a chopped up cooked celery.
Good in a pot roast for sure.
Yes,
good in a
exactly.
stew,
A
great
great
in a stew,
stew.
Great
Yes,
stew,
right.
absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, I mean it's a reason it's part of the Holy Trinity, right? Isn't it celery, onion, carrot? Is that the
Yeah.
Holy Trinity?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
like a roux.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Great pick.
Yes.
I'm
Thank you.
gonna call that the underrated top 5 of the night there.
Thank you.
That was
Thank
the
you.
good pick.
Number two off the list entirely. You guys not on your radar, and I knew, but I got to throw it in there.
Cook us right now.
The green chili pepper.
Shit, dude.
Tell us why. Why do you like the green chili, Truman?
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
you lived in Albuquerque.
They put it on They put that shit on everything. It is fire.
Dude, I didn't know you lived there, man. That's crazy.
It's actually green chili season just about now. They're probably roasting them right now. You probably go on the street, go pick
And
some
my
up.
number one vegetable, the tomato, because they put it on margarita pizza. Because I was in Italy, you know.
Man, I'll tell you what, dude. We did get pizza in Napoli. Fucking best
you
pizza
get like
I
a
ever.
margarita style
Best
pizza.
pizza, yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Best
dude.
pizza I ever had in my
Fuck
life.
yeah.
That was.
It's
He'll
like
never
it's like a
understand
thin
what
crust
that
pizza
was,
though.
bro.
It's totally different, right?
He doesn't get it.
He doesn't get it. You don't get it. What?
If you got it, you'd understand.
Yeah.
Gosh, dude.
I had provolone on it that was smoked near Mount Vesuvius. So
near Mount Vesuvius.
it said mountain smoked, and
If you get too close,
and
it
Mount
tastes weird.
Vesuvius is the closest mountain. So I'm telling everybody it was Mount Vesuvius smoked provolone.
It's like flexing that you drink Oglala aquifer water. That actually is a real flex, though. I've heard that water is incredible.
Number one, broccoli. By the way, that's a classic. That's a staple. It's listen.
How did I leave bell pepper off?
It's
my
20.
list?
It's 20, 10, and 5 every night. It's there to like 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists.
Okay.
It's there. It's gonna be solid every night. You know what it's
Yeah.
gonna be. I like it raw. Not everybody likes it raw.
Tim Duncan of the vegetables.
Yeah.
Tim Duncan of vegetables.
Yeah, if you bring a veggie tray, I'm slamming the green stuff. Sugar snap peas.
You can take all the cauliflower and raw broccoli.
Yes,
Give me the carrots.
That's right. I'm the backbone of the veggie tray because I will eat the cauliflower and I will eat the celery.
I've apparently figured out that I'm the backbone of the fruit tray. Apparently, people don't like cantaloupe.
Yes, some people don't. I also am a cantaloupe guy. I don't eat that much pineapple anymore just because it like makes my mouth hurt. But that's like a thing.
Well,
like
it eats you back.
yeah, pineapple eats away at your mouth, so be careful.
Does it?
That's why your mouth feels tingly because it has acid in it. It eats you.
Yeah, I can see that.
So that's why people say when you eat pineapple, it eats you back.
That's funny.
All right, cool. Well, that's our top 5. We're gonna start wrapping up the show. As we get into our pop culture minute, quick shout out to our patrons. Shout out Ozzy, shout out Joe, shout out Dylan, shout out Skylar, shout out Aaron, and shout out Meltbox Kansas City. Still open in the Iron District. Gonna be open till like November, so you got plenty of time to get your shake, your scoop.
Should have a
your
pumpkin
cone.
spice flavor currently. I
Yeah, should
imagine.
have a pumpkin spice flavor. And be sure to get a Milk Monster. And don't be an idiot like me and forget to top it. Come on, guys.
Ooh, could get a pumpkin spice ice cream shake.
Oof.
Now we're talking. Maybe mix in a
Dude, I'm actually
cinnamon
salivating
toast
right now.
crunch.
That sounds so
cinnamon
good.
toast crunch over the top of it. Man,
All right.
I'm getting hungry thinking about it.
You should put some cinnamon toast crunch in a baggie and whack it real hard with like a rolling pin and crush that
oh yeah.
Oh.
powder.
Anyone got a nice pop culture minute? Truman, you want anything special happen in Italy that you want to talk about?
Oh my god, I'm so fucking tired. That's my pop culture minute. I've been up for. I will say so.
Use tap to pay on everything.
I don't know if we talked about it. What?
Use tap to pay on everything.
Mostly, I
Yeah.
guess.
Europe's big on tap to pay.
Yeah, Tina had the card that didn't have any travel fees. So shout out Southwest credit card.
Ooh. It doesn't?
No,
Okay, sweet. I'll be getting one before I go to Spain then.
there you go. I will say we missed we got delayed for like an hour on the tarmac at O'Hare when we were leaving.
Yeah.
And so we landed in our layover was in Istanbul. We missed our flight to make it for the cruise. So we had to meet the cruise on day 3.
That's shit.
But because we had booked the flights and transfers through Royal Caribbean, they paid for our hotel. They put us in just a random small town in Sicily near Brucoli. And so we just spent, like, it was kind of nice because, so day 1 was like you get on the ship and you sleep, and then day 2 is they're just cruising all the way down and then day 3 is when you have your first stop and people go out and do their excursions and stuff. So we just met them the morning of day 3, and so instead of basically that cruising day, we just had a day that we spent in like a small town in Sicily, which is very nice.
That's really cool.
It was cool. It was so funny. This was I would call it probably a poor fishing like village.
Yeah.
Because, so we go there and we're there at like 9 a.m. Everything opens later in Europe.
Yeah, it's true.
We're there at 9 a.m. on a Monday and we're like, where the hell are we going to eat? And like, I'm checking Google Maps and it'll tell you, oh, this place is open. And you go there, it's just not open. You're like, all right, well, fucking, okay. And we end up at this gelato place, and we're using the Google Translate app to talk to this lady, and we say, what should we do here? And she says, there's nothing to do here. Go over to this town. But we had like gotten like a transfer over from the hotel there, so we were like, well, I guess we just walked around, and I mean, we still had a great time. And we found like, we got to eat at this little restaurant they sell wine by the liter. It's $5 a liter.
You guys get drunk as fuck.
They were just bringing wine, and I mean
$5 a liter.
Yeah, and it doesn't have any of the sulfites because you have to have salt. In America, there's a lot of sulfites in the wine, and man, they bring it to you almost slightly chilled. The reds were a little chilled. Man, that was some of the best wine I've had for just $5 a liter. Just
like right off the
and
countryside,
it was all
right
like,
next to
probably
you.
like Bordeaux and like good shit.
it just said local red. It didn't even matter.
Their
It was
table
awesome.
wine is like $40 a bottle here.
I'm sure.
Oh
yeah.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Their
that's-
Robert Mondavi is our fucking Raymond. Like,
Right,
It's
yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, it was awesome. They let us rent a boat. They're like 100 euros and then per hour, and then they're like, you just got to pay us for gas when you come back. We're like, okay, so we gave them 100 euros. Didn't take down our license. Didn't like tell us where any life jackets were or anything. We just took this boat out, and I was like, we could steal this boat. Like, they don't know. We didn't even speak Italian. Like, we don't even know.
Bro, Europe's entirely. It's a high trust society.
Yes, oh, absolutely. I mean, and we brought the boat back, so they are vindicated. But at the same time, I'm like, man,
We could have been international criminals.
right?
Well, you know,
I was like, yeah.
How shitty of a boat was it? Was it a nice boat?
Yes, it was.
What
It was
the
fairly
fuck?
nice. Yeah, I would say nicer. You know.
Worth more than 100 euros.
Yes. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
That's wild.
Yeah.
And my only thing I would say, well, a lot of really great things to say about Europe, but what I will say is that the threshold to have, well, I would say like a normal meal is about the same, I would say, but I think the price to have a very solid meal is lower in Europe. Like,
Yeah.
so me and Tina just paid, like, we were in like France, like the second to last day, and we're at this place, and we paid $10 euros to get this cheese platter, and it's super nice cheese. I mean, compared to what we have.
Yeah, right.
And it's like 30 pieces or 20 pieces of cheese, and it's 10 euros. And I'm like, dude, this cheese plate would cost you at like a brewery or a winery, cost you $25-$30. Like,
Yeah.
and they just have, you know, just all, and of course all the wine's super cheap.
Already
so.
planning your trip back then?
Man, I don't know. It's just expensive. I liked it, but there's definitely things we would do differently. You know, you're like, I do think Rome was fucking exhausting. To go to Rome, it is.
Is it super busy?
Yes, it is. You know,
It's gotta be like going to New York City.
I think it's worse than that because it's everybody. It's because, you know, everybody's there to take pictures with something. Like, if you're there on New York, like in New York, you're going, you know, maybe you go to the Statue of Liberty, so maybe it's busy on the island. But like in Rome, everything's free to get to essentially. So you go to the fucking Vatican, or you go to the Colosseum, or you go to the Parthenon, and it's all just or the Pantheon, and it's all just fucking packed. It's just everybody's on the street there. Or you're at the fountain. It's just, man.
That's kind of how I felt when
It was
I had
overwhelming.
I had a similar European feeling when I was in. We went to I think it was the Victoria and Albert Museum. It wasn't the Royal Museum in London. It was the other one.
Sure.
But so I had a similar feeling. I never felt so crowded in a space in my life. Like
Yes.
Hayden and I kind of sped walked through the museum because it's like you felt like you couldn't stand because
Yes.
there were just so many people
Yeah.
back in this place.
Yeah, and you're worried about getting pickpocketed and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I did have a bag that was like a pickpocket proof bag, and I'll tell you what, I might become a bag guy for like events, for like going to like the Cats game or the Chiefs game or something. To have a bag,
Like a shoulder fanny.
yeah, it was a
The
fanny pack that I wore
Yeah, the
across.
the European shoulder fanny. I like to call
Yes,
it.
yeah, essentially. But
Everybody
I mean,
has those in England.
ESF.
Everybody has those.
yeah,
Everyone needs an ESF.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you have you ever been on a Euro trip like that before?
I've not. If I was stationed on the East Coast, I would have gotten to see all that cool stuff. I was West Coast, so I went. We did Asia.
Oh, so you've been in like Japan though.
I've not been to Japan. I've been to. Our first stop was Thailand, and then we saw Dubai or Abu Dhabi, and then it's a 45-minute ride to Dubai.
Jeez.
Actually, the coolest part about my deployment was we got to pull into Sri Lanka, which we were the first U.S. Navy ship to be in the Sri Lanka port for like 15 years.
Whoa,
It
that's
was
cool.
some embargo or local law, or I don't remember what the deal was, but so we got to go there. And when you go to other ports, when you go to like Bahrain or like all these other 7th Fleet ports where everyone that lives there knows, they see, yeah, a white guy. They know that's a sailor.
White guy. Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna give us our money. Yeah.
So they roll out the red carpet for you.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, and if you want to call like rolling out everything they ever owned to sell to you, like,
Right.
oh, buy our shit right now. Like, well, but when you go to Sri Lanka, they haven't had sailors in forever. So we kind of just got to go ashore, and people were like, "Who are you, white guy?"
Like what the fuck?
They
is
were
that?
not ready for white guy tourists off a boat, like with short haircuts and no beards, going like, "Hey, we're horny and we want to get drunk and buy everything you have,
Yeah.
all your $40 tennis shoes." So, yeah. So no, I didn't mean to take away from.
No.
Yeah, I
No,
would
you're
love to go to
absolutely-
Europe,
No,
but
yeah.
I got the East experience.
Yes.
I will say also, dude, they're all. I mean, obviously we were in touristy places. You know, the cruise ship was drop us off, blah blah. All
For
that stuff.
sure.
But man, fucking, I never want to see another fucking vendor on the street ever again, dude.
You got
it's
badgered.
all the same fucking bullshit too. You're just like, I do not care. I did end up buying a hat eventually because I just needed like a wider brim. I got like a $10, $15
Okay,
hat,
good.
whatever.
If you wore anything that said Kansas City Chiefs, you had to have people be like, "Oh, you like Chiefs? I have Chiefs in my tent over here."
Right, yeah, right.
Oh,
It
man.
so I didn't wear any of that shit, but I just like, and they're like, oh, do you need power bank? Do you need this? Do you need that? No, man, I do not give a shit about this. Or I don't care. I don't want this. I don't want that. I don't know.
Yeah. Italy especially, I've heard is pretty bad about like the street scammers. Like
Italy's really bad. Tina's parents had a really bad time in Florence because Florence is apparently all just
Touristy.
a bunch of shopping, and then they're like,
see,
man,
that's what I was happy about England is that white guy goes to England until you open your mouth,
yeah,
you're English.
Yeah.
yeah.
Just
We're
say-
clearly
So there's like
American.
there's no street vendors and there are a lot of pickpockets though. So I wore my joggers essentially every day, and my joggers have zippers on their
You
pockets.
say zipper pockets.
So yeah,
Yep.
zip those bitches up. Ain't nobody stealing from me.
Get your Velcro
But yeah.
wallet.
Yep.
Put it in your front pocket.
But yeah, so awesome. But also, if you are thinking about Spain vacations, my brother, as we talked about last week, plays soccer in southern Spain.
Professionally.
Now moved up. You haven't heard yet, Truman. He got moved up
I
to
know.
the 6th tier team, Alminekar. So
Yeah,
very cool.
I knew you got moved.
But so my sister and I are looking for flights. My mom said on Google Flights she found a direct round trip from Kansas City to Malaga for $650.
that's pretty good.
Like
Round
that's
trip?
round trip. That's just an insane price. So yeah,
Let's go.
I'll be fucking
That's
going.
awesome,
I'll
dude.
be fucking going.
I'll say I was
That's
this
so
close
cool.
to being in Barcelona one more day
Barcelona.
because they were offering $1,200 and to pay for the hotel and stuff if you stayed.
Stayed.
Yes, but I have to get back for work, especially because we're missing Friday
Right.
because we're going to West Virginia for a
We're
wedding.
driving, right?
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
So I was
You going
like,
to West Virginia?
yeah, for a wedding.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But so I was just like, holy shit, I gotta fucking get
Thank
out
God
of
it's a
here.
Cats bye week this week.
Yeah, right. That's crazy. All right, I think that's it.
Yeah, well, thanks to everyone for watching. Twitch.tv/Steam Machine, Twitter.com/Steam Machine, Twitter.com/EverymanAWildcat, Twitter.com/Owen Gosh Damn It, Patreon.com/Open Disaster, YouTube.com/@Open Disaster Productions. We'll be with you next week. Truman will back to be hosting. You won't have to hear as much of my voice again. But
If you've made it this far on whatever you're listening or watching this on, might as well like and follow, subscribe, do all this
Absolutely.
stuff wherever you're at. Yeah.
But yeah, once again, thanks for tuning in. We love putting out the show for you, but we love the Chiefs more. So, Chiefs 4-0, baby. Let's go.